What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a great weekend. Me personally, I worked all weekend, but I took about 5 or 10 minutes and rolled through all of the local lots that are around here, all the different brands, just for no reason. It's something I like to do on Sunday when all the dealerships are closed, and I could just get a look at some vehicles because I love looking at cars and trucks. But anyway, something hit me today, and we never talked about this, so I wanted to have a good conversation with you guys, and I know you'll all agree with me on this. Two things. Number one, vehicles are getting way too expensive. But number two, there are a few different fees that they attach to these cars and trucks now that truly blow my mind. And I'm not talking about any brand in particular because I actually saw it across the board at all the different brands I went to. There's a main road up the street from my house that, has every fast food restaurant you can want, and every single manufacturer has a dealership on that road. So there's three different fees I want to talk about in particular today. First fee that I don't understand, it's an add-on fee. And what I mean by that, I have it all written here. They charge you $1,000 to $1,300 extra dollars for nitrogen in tires, pinstriping, mud flaps, stuff like that. To me, useless. Should be built into the price. First off, I'm not a big pinstripe guy, but there's no way pinstripes could cost $1,000 to put on. They're pretty much a decal at this point. It's not people, hand painting pinstripes anymore. That is just way too much. Nitrogen in tires, not a believer in that at all. And mud flaps and things like that, just build it into the price. These vehicles are so expensive nowadays. $1,000 to $1,300 for that is a little rough. And I saw some cars with that charge on it, and it didn't have pinstripes, and it didn't have mud flaps. So I don't know what's going on with that, but not a big fan of that one at all. That would actually push me right away. First thing I would do is if I was trying to buy a vehicle that had that sticker on it, I'd be like, well, I'm not paying that. That would be the first thing I say. Take the pinstripe off. I don't even want it. I'm not a pinstripe guy at all. So that's the first fee that drives me nuts. Number two is the documentation fee. I've seen, and this is all from today, just some of the stuff I was looking at, $150 to $500 extra dollars on top of the price you're paying for the car. Now, the documentation fee is you're pretty much paying for all the paperwork that they have to do to sell you the car. You're paying for, all those papers you sign at the end when you make the deal and you're sitting in the finance office and you're signing all that. You're paying them to make that paperwork up for you. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. They got to wax that too. Or, dude, make it like $25. Because let's be honest, how much is that paper? And as far as how much time it takes them to whip up that paperwork, come on. Let's get real. That makes no sense to me. So that's another one of those fees I just don't understand. And last but not least, and I've never talked about this, and it kind of just came up today when I was looking at a few different vehicles, but the delivery fee, the destination fee you see on the bottom of all of the window stickers on every single vehicle you can buy. Today I saw as little as $750 and as much as $1,500 extra. So for them to have a car brought to a dealership that you have, at that point, no intention of buying, they charge you for getting the car up there. Here's why I don't like that. Number one, again, I have to say this for each of the fees. Cars are too expensive nowadays. Trucks are too expensive nowadays. Boats are too expensive nowadays. It's just too much money. That's number one. Number two, I understand that there probably has to be a little bit in that price of the car, to pay for the fuel for the trucks that have to get all the cars, brought to the dealership and everything like that. But there's so much difference between the invoice that the dealer pays and what you pay. You're really going to try to tack on another $1,500 for a delivery fee? Now, if you're someone who went to a dealership and you special ordered a car, you went there and you built a Mustang, we'll say, a special edition Mustang, and they put all these things on that you particularly wanted and had to be built at the factory and then shipped to the dealership, yeah, destination fee goes to you, my friend. That makes sense to me. But to charge $750 to $1,500 per car of random stock vehicles that are sitting in the lot to the person buying the car, highway robbery. Highway robbery to me makes no sense whatsoever. So these are just three fees right here that drive me nuts. So one more, add-on fee, when they do all these little things to the car just to get a couple more bucks out of you, no bueno. Documentation fee should have been gone a long time ago. It's 2019. I don't want to hear about $150 to $500 extra dollars for documentation. for me to sign my life away. You know, come on, I'm buying a car. So you guys are going to get your commission and everything. Why are you charging me extra money for documentation? Come on. Come on. How come we've never talked about that? And that delivery fee, man, that really annoys me. Once I looked at the delivery fee today, that you see all the time. The problem is when you go look at cars and you see these all the time, you see that destination fee or delivery fee and you just overlook it because it's on every sticker. But today, for some reason, it caught my eye. And then I started to look at almost every car in every lot just to see the difference in pricing for delivery. Delivery should be on you, Mr. Manufacturers out there that make billions and billions and billions of dollars. Don't tack it on to the consumer who's buying the vehicle from you. Let me hear what you guys think. I really want to hear everything you guys got to say about these fees. If I forgot any crazy fees, let us know in the comments below. But yeah, that really grinded my gears today. So Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. Too many fees. We need less. Take care.